Happy New Year! I'm back. It's me, she. Guys, did you have a yummy holiday season? I did. Sorry, I've been away. I've been on vacation. I've been on holiday vacation, and it was very, very special. I'm very, very blessed. And for all of you who reached out to me to say happy birthday and happy holidays, thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Kisses so much. Okay, so we're going to jump into this video. For the new year, I decided for this first video, being that today the cards called me to do this reading, it's a 4-day, it's a 4-year, it's a powerful, powerful moment in time. 2020 vision. That's how we get to 2020. The equinox is in motion. And so it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous year. So, chosen the lucky elephant. It's our crystal. I found him. Oh, he's so beautiful on my travels. He's like a sapphire blue with gold specks, freckles, flecks. It stands for money, power, prosperity, wealth, and everything above. So we're just going to jump into our cards. We are still using the Mystical Shaman Oracle. These were the cards. I kind of look over the cards. I meditate over the cards, and I give a blessing to the cards to decide which cards we're going to use. And somehow it's always these very powerful shaman cards. So we're going to start the year off with them, and we're going to go from there, and we'll see what the rest of this month bring us and how many readings I end up doing. If anybody needs a cleansing or a clearing or some kind of Reiki energy to start the year off and get you in the groove of the season of prosperity, wealth, and blessings that this year promises, don't hesitate to contact me at justbreatheshe.com. You'll find the information below. We could set up a distant healing, a distant energy focus, or we could try to arrange something where we could have a private in-person session in my studio. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you, hugging you, kissing you, and saying Happy New Year in person. Okay, dear Charmin, can you give us a few cards? In the background, I do have one of my previous videos playing, and I think that's what we're going to do moving forward. The energies of the colors and whatever the spirit kind of drives me to do. Right now, the cards are just, I'm feeling these cards, guys, and they're kind of, they're still. They're quiet. They're very quiet. I actually did a couple of readings this week. This is already Wednesday, January 8th, which, like I said, is a 4-day. And the animal spirit cards were calling, and they were all over the place. So let's see what we're getting here. Okay, they're coming to life. They are waking up. Dear Spirit, do you have any more cards for us for our energies on this 4-year coming into the new year of 2020 to help us with direction, focus? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm going to keep that card. It wanted to come out. Okay, there they are. I was not expecting that many cards to go out, but they answered the call, and whew, that's it. Wow, that was powerful, guys. I felt that. So I'm going to move these cards over to the side here, but still in focus because they are part of our energies, and we're just going to start right at the bottom as they came out, and we're going to go at the top. Lightning is our card. It's a number 3. So, 3, we have blessings in threes. When we talk about threes, we are actually in an energy of, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know if you heard it, but there was this booming sound. Maybe that was the lightning that was in my ear. And so I had to start over, step back for a minute, and start over so that that sound could it come into a piece. I had to take a few moments and gather my thoughts and my soul to see what that booming was about. So I don't know if you heard it when I said lightning, when I said number 3. We're in our creative forces. So threes are creativity. And we've talked about this before. And so when lightning strikes, it is like it's stronger than, say, fire, or it's stronger than a light bulb. Lightning actually is electrical charge across the sky. So lightning is starting up our year here on the earth with the mighty sound of thunder. And I don't know if you heard it. When I first turned this card over, in my ear was this loud boom. This thunder was more like you know how they when it's thundering and lightning, it was like the thunder, the sound of the thunder before you see the lightning. And so it means a positive illumination. It's like the earth is saying, coming from the air, coming from the upper world, that it's time to take root. It's time to see a renewal of clarity and passion. 2020 is the gift of vision. We can see. Boom, lightning. Creativity. That means a lot of ideas will be coming to light. It will be I'm kind of stumbling on my words because it really shook me up. It really just shook my head. It's like creativity is flowing. It's like when you hear that boom, when that lightning strikes, it's like, wow, I got it. I got a brilliant idea. I got a genius idea. Our next card is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. It's the drum. And when we're looking at a number 6 energy, it's perseverance. And so when the sound of the beat of the drum is calling, we've had this card in the previous readings last year. We had the drum. The drum came a few times in our reading last year. If you're just joining us, just to kind of give an update on who I am and what I do. My name is She, and I'm a Reiki healer. I do chakras. I see in color. I also have the gift of listening and hearing spirits and the call of the universe, and also understanding the message of the universe in the use of numbers and frequency and vibration. And so when we're talking about the sound of the drum or the rhythm being in the flow in your heart, when your heart is beating in the flow of the universe, that means you can hear the sound of the trees when the trees are rustling in the wind. You are riding on the upper world of the spirit. We're in an air spirit. Air right now is January. And December was the spirit of Sagittarius. January starts the year off in the spirit of Capricorn, although the zodiac sign Capricorn starts around the 19th, 20th of the month. But it flows right into January, and January flows from the goat to the air of Aquarius. So from earth to air. So right now, these elements are very, very powerful. And this entire month, this first month of 2020, is it's an invitation. This drum it's like when you hear the sound, the beat, you flow with the thunder, the rumble of the lightning, the striking of the sound of the drum is calling you to a trance, a state of healing. And a healing or prophecy is happening, and it's all around. When you look at this card, a number 6 energy, we are talking about persevering. Persevering because last year, 2019, for many, I know was a very trying year. A lot of people came and shared with me their stories of challenge that happened in 2019. And it actually, those energies we were wrestling with, actually were over the last 10 years, for a complete decade. If you look over your life and you look back where you were in 2010 to how your life flowed or moved up until this point, it was very challenging. It was as an earth, as our entire globe has been through many, many changes and many, many energies, some not so good, some that also has now brought us to a place where we became sick over that decade. And now, as we move into 2020, it's time to pick up the drum and learn the sound of healing. And when you're in the sound of healing, that means you are in a space of destiny and you hear the call of the drum. Fire. Fire comes and it consumes everything, like the phoenix rising. Fire is an element like earth, air, water. When we talk about fire, the dance of the flames, fire means passion. Fire means transformation. This energy right now, guys, of the phoenix rising, step into it, walk into it. Just kind of like warm your hands, place them over your heart so you can feel your inner fire. Rub your hands together, to kind of build up a friction. As a healer, as a energy healer, we move energy through the fire of the power of the hands. That energy, when I'm sending positive healing energy your way, when I do a healing, whether it's distant or if it's in my presence, you feel that heat. It's like a warm bath coming over you. And that washing of that water is burning away, taking away everything that you no longer need. It helps to remove a layer of skin, so to say, like in the story of the Bible when Daniel was in the fire. He wasn't alone and he resurrected. They couldn't understand, how is he not dead? Because that flame that was burning was there to show the rest of the world how powerful a fire can be when it's internal, when it burns inside. And so it means rapid transformation. So it's like lighting a candle or making a bonfire, and you just sit and watch the flames, meditate on the flames, embrace the passion of your fire. Light a candle, play drumming music, close your eyes, go into a dance trance, and you'll feel the heat, guys. That's the quickest way to stir up that heat to start your transformation for 2020. In the flow, number 2. In the flow, look at her hands, look at her hands. That means you have choices. When you're in the flow, your choice is to go with the flow. So I had someone who I love very dearly. We had a very deep, intense conversation about transformation and about walking into their destiny. And so when you're in the flow of your life, when you're in your natural space in this world, when you've worked hard, when you've done the journey, when you felt the pain, and when you can control that water, because before the sun or the fire can really burn or that transformation can take place, you first have to feel the rain. You first have to feel the tears, the pain, and it comes down in rain and it washes you. It's like that thunder. First, before the rain flows, we hear the lightning. The thunder comes, the lightning rains. Then it's just like this beating of the drum. It's like something is coming, something is happening. And the fire helps when the sun comes out. It warms your heart so that you can contain the rain, the tears. And when the tears flow, sometimes they have to, so that you can know the sun is coming. It's on its way. So from 2010 to 2020, the rain has been flowing. It's been wet. The earth has been wet. It's been floods everywhere, and there's been fire everywhere. It's either flooding or it's burning. It's raining or it's shining. That is where we've been in the last 10 years. So now it's time to contain that fire, contain that water. See how she has that water in the palm of her hands and that crown on her temple. That means she can see. She's in control. So now, guys, as the flow of the oceans and the rivers ride, make sure you watch the earth. You watch it. You see it. Because you have 20/20 vision when it's flowing out to the sea. It's like washing away, burning away the phoenix, and gracefully moving obstacles out of your way, because it's time for destiny. The flow. Our next card is the Jaguar. And it goes to a number 1 because it says 2 and 8 is 10. And 1 is the beginning. This is a 1 month of a 4 year. And today is January 8th, 2020, which brings us to that 4. The Jaguar, and I think I told you guys a story before about the Jaguar, and how that when the Jaguar comes, that means a blessing is around the corner. And you have 2 choices when the spirit of the Jaguar has arrived to protect the Amazon. And if the Jaguar can protect the Amazon, think what it can do for you in your life. So she's bringing courage. She's bringing certainty. The jaguar is the top of the food chain, and it never becomes prey because she moves in the dark. She refreshes and replenishes the rainforest fearlessly with ease. So know that you are beyond death now. You are the master of shadows, and you are the master of what is between light and dark, night and day, just like the jaguar. And the jaguar, look at that jaguar. Look at those eyes, the beauty of that stare. So the jaguar either can eat you if you are afraid of the jaguar, of the shadows in the night. And that means you cannot hold and blend between light and dark. So the jaguar is giving you the gift to say you are at the top of the food chain. You're at the top of life. So be in the flow with the jaguar, because if the jaguar eats you, she will chew you up, and then she will poop you out, and you'll go back into the earth of dust and have to be resurrected all over again. So instead, walk with the jaguar. There's a video, Janet Jackson does that video with that Black Panther. It is like the jaguar. And it's like in the video, she is turning into the black cat. Go and Google it, and if you need a refresher, and that'll show you the power of that jaguar and what it does to you. So keep the jaguar clear. That is our spirit animal for this period. Keep the jaguar clear, and make sure that you have a clear understanding of how that jaguar moves in your life. Do the homework, do the research, do the meditation. She'll tell you why she's here for you, because what she does in each of our lives will be different. So everywhere you go, if you see the jaguar, say thank you. Like you could see her in pictures, or you turn the TV on, there's the animal, the channel, and they're talking about the jaguar. Or you will see the car. That's even better. The jaguar car rolling down the street. And the jaguar car, talk about sexy beast on the road. That's all I'm going to say. The ancient ones, a number one, guys. Another number one. The ancient ones, they are shamans. They defeated death. They escaped the jaguar. They lived through the time of this earth, and they will continue to live and reside with us in infinity. So when the ancient ones are here, they came because they want us to know that they're here to help us with our new destiny here on earth. They're here to help us understand our own journeys and our own paths. The ancient ones could be people who had great power in their human living time, like kings and queens that roamed this earth, and they were very powerful, very, very powerful beings, just like us, who walked this earth, but they understood how to rise, come back, a rebirth, to come again so that we may live, and that they can teach us. You could say Jesus Christ was an ancient one. And different religions and cultures, they have stories of shamans or sages or gods who they revere that comes to them to help bring them to the light so that they can see for themselves, like angels, like Gabriel or Michael, ancient ones who are here to help guide us, call on us, so that we know we're not alone. And they will help you persevere. The ancient ones. It's the beginning, guys. It's the beginning of time. Wow, I have never had the upper world card before. Wow, the upper world. And it's a 5 card. And fives mean changes. It's happening. Changes are happening. Wow, look at that upper world. We've never had the upper world before. I don't remember ever having this card to. Let me take a look. Let me look in the book for a minute, guys, because this is a very powerful card because the card started out, I said air with the lightning. We're talking about the month of January being an air and being an air. And with the ancient ones, we're talking about the upper world. So I think we should read the medicine so we can understand. And I'm going to, grab the book for a minute. Give me a second. And this is what the medicine for the upper world says. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargic and the idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. Wow. So the upper world energy, and you see that bird. Wow. Looks like that owl, that wisdom is scooping in because angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, all the varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. So it is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become and discover how wonderful, how magical, how mystical, and how you will arrive and bring your journey into light. Wow, the upper world. I'm telling you guys, it is happening. This is we have 9 cards. 9 cards. Oh, wow. And I will, once I get to the last card, I will tell you exactly what that means because we have the owl. Just these cards, you can't, oh my goodness, I know. I can't make it up. I just can't make it up. It's been over a month since I've been here. I think the last reading I did was for the full moon in December. And I will try to do another full moon, which is coming up in the next week or so. So this owl, oh my God, guys, this wisdom. We just had this owl in the upper world. Oh my goodness. So it's a number 3. So, oh my goodness. It is creativity. We had that right at the beginning with our lightning. And this little powerful owl, I have my owl in the background. I've always had my owl on the table here because it's like Athena, Athena's little owl. She is everywhere. She knows everything, and she's the master of the night. Remember, the jaguar is moving between night and day. So if the owl is the master of the night, that means we have also been given clarity, 2020 vision, so we can see our creativity, we can see our destiny right before us, we can grasp, hold on, because the owl can see in the night. The owl discerns whatever is not truth. The owl will reveal, all will be revealed. She can hear the invisible world. She can see the ancestors. And so that means you have wisdom, and you can take that wisdom from those ancient ones. You can bring it into this world, the middle world, from the upper world, because the owl is telling you you are pure, you can see, you can hear, and you can fly. The owl. In our last card, guys, we have 9 cards. I, I, I'm not laughing. I am in joy. Because do you see this card? It's a number 9. We have 9 cards, and 9 stands for completion, attainment. We have arrived. We have our goals. Everything is here. Everything is waiting. If you look at the the Ouroboros, then we've had this completion card, but at that time it was like it was a completion or a phase. But at this time, this completion means everything has a beginning, everything has a middle, and everything has an end. And in life, when you think about nature, we talked about the water, the tears, and controlling that water. Life has a seed. So think of the flower, the seed that becomes the flower, and the fruit that it bears. And it's for all humankind, has the same cycle as the seed. The completion suggests that we have moved to a fullness of the moment, and the need to transform is finished. Because remember the fire, the lightning, the drum, the transformation, the process? The growth is here. We are now honoring. It's time for celebration. It is time to honor the end of hard challenges, of tasks. Not that life, it will never bring other challenges, but that means that when other challenges come, you'll be able to shed them off with ease. When summer comes, I mark my word, when spring arrives this April, when the equinox change and the seeds start to bloom again, when the earth comes alive and awake, your awakening should be complete. If you have been on this journey with me, and if you have been doing the work means meditation, going inside, seeking your own truth, knowing who you are when you get up in the morning and never selling who that is out, and always knowing your truth. That means you are living in the light. and your completion, your transformation, your phoenix is rising. Guys, I love you so much. And thank you for being here with me on this journey. I can't make this stuff up. You see it for yourself. Every time, I don't care if I do a reading back to back, or if I do a reading, one on one, or if I do a reading in sitting in stillness of the night of my own. I am always amazed. I am always blown away by the spirit and the energy and the power of the moment. I love you. I'm going to say namaste and leave it right here. If you need to talk to me for clear understanding or clarification of this reading, please contact me. I'll be happy to help sort it out, or maybe we can sort it out in how it actually intertwines in your destiny, in your journey. If God's willing for me to be that for you, because I'm blessed to have those mentors for me. Namaste.